Hey up, welcome back. So today, Neu Master have sent me another tool art to review. This is the 2-in-1 pneumatic nail and staple gun. So yeah, let's get it open. We'll see what you get in the box and then we'll give it some testing, see how it performs. So we'll just have a quick look. This is what it will use. So you've got your 18 gauge brad nails. It'll do nail length from 3/8 to 2 inch, and your crown staples from 1/2 inch to inch and 5/8. This is what CFM you need to run it. Yeah, so we'll get it open, we'll see how it works. Right, so in the box, as you can see, you get some safety goggles. You get your instruction book. We'll just put them to one side for a minute. You get 2 different size Allen keys. You get your oil for putting a couple of drops in after every use. You get a box of nails and staples, which I like this. I've just already taken these out and realised that you couldn't see them, so I'm filming it again. You get quite a few in there, not sure how many you get, but enough to be on with. And this is your gun. This is the type of fitting it comes with. I use a different fitting, so I will be changing that. We'll start from the top. You've got a nice grippy handle. This is your exhaust, so if you can see there's 2 slots there. You have that pointing away from you, because every time you press trigger you get a blast of air coming out of there, so you don't want that facing towards you, because you just end up blowing dust and stuff into your face. Down on the business end you've got a safety, so you do have to push it against something before it will allow you to use the trigger. As you can see, I've already loaded some nails up into it, so these just fit. You've got little ridges, so depending on what size nails you're using, it'll just slot in nice and easily. With the staples, you've actually got a slot down the back as well, so these slot in. Oh, trying to do it left-handed, it's no good. So they just slot in like that, very simple, and you push it in till it locks. Press this trigger on back to unlock it again. You've got a little gauge here which shows you when you're starting to run out of nails or staples. As you can see, it pushes it back as you're going. Yeah, very simple to load. All the base is steel. This mechanism, I'll just take these out, I'll show you. So this mechanism on the end is a quick release, so if you get any jams it's easy to remove, so you can clear any blockages very simply. That's a nice feature. Yeah, overall the feel of it is relatively good for what you'd expect. The only thing is this section is mostly plastic. It has got a little bit of a steel top section that's screwed onto it, so that might be something to just keep an eye on. You know, if you was to drop it while you're loading it and this is out, it could possibly get damaged. But yeah, we will give it a test and see how it performs. We'll get just a couple of drops of oil before every use. That's plenty enough, that. Right, I've got my connector put on. This was very difficult to get off. It was really tight. I had to get some serious force. As you can see, it's rounded it off, but it did come off. I managed to fit my own fitting on there. So now we've got a couple of pieces just to get a quick test on, see how it performs. So let's just dive straight in, see what happens. Right. As you can see, rapid fire. It is actually knocking them quite far in. We'll just go a few poking through here. It does leave a full line. That is because it's a 2-in-1, so it needs that extra bit for if you're using staples. I will just try turning the pressure down a bit on the compressor and see whether it makes it any better. Right, pressure's turned down a bit. Let's try it again. No, still getting quite a deep dint. Let me try a bit lower. Yeah, I find if you hold it slightly at an angle, you get a better finish. It doesn't actually damage the wood as much. You get a nice flush finish if you hold it at a slight angle, but as you can see, if you hold it straight on, it does dint the wood. So I know that is a problem with the 2-in-1 nail and staple guns. They all kind of do that, so you need to fine tune your power setting to get it in flush. That's if you need it. So let's uncouple that. We'll try the staples. We'll see what they're like. Right, we've got the staples in now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just see whether I can attach 2 bits of wood using staple. You know, if you're making like a picture frame or something like that, it's always handy to staple them together on back. Well, that's what I like to do anyway, so we'll just give it a try. Yeah. Now them staples are too long. I've gone all the way through into both bits of wood, but you can kind of see what I was wanting to achieve. So I'll just hang it over the table and we'll stick a few in rapidly, see how it works. Let's see, can you see that there? Yeah. Right, I think I might have to turn the power up a little bit. Try that again. So we'll just try stapling these two together again. Yep. Yeah, as you can see, no having to wait, you can just instantly start throwing staples or nails in really quickly, and so far not had any jams, as long as you get the pressure set right. As you can see, a couple of these demonstrations didn't quite have the power set correctly, so they didn't go all the way in, and then some go too far in if you've got too much power. But overall, once you've fine-tuned the air pressure, it's working really well. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, like it. Right, so overall thoughts on it. As you saw, it works flawlessly. You know, you do have to get your pressure very precise. If you're using the brad nails, it does tend to leave marks in the wood, but I found holding it just slightly angled, if you're able to do that, then that will eliminate any of the marks, because it is like a flat hammer that's designed for knocking in staples as well. Like I say, you do get marks with these 2-in-1 brad and staple guns. Overall though, it seems to be fairly good quality, you know, for what you're paying for. The only issue I had was trying to remove the old inlet valve thingy so I could put my own on. It was incredibly tight. It really needed some force to get off. Other than that, yeah, quite like it. It's a nice little nail gun, I suppose. Yeah, so like I say, it's not too bad. If you're interested in this, I will leave a link in the description where you can get it from. And yeah, consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.